Meanwhile, while Tarun Tejpal is claiming that this is nothing but a political vendetta, also priming his strategy for the Supreme Court, the victim's mother, speaking exclusively to CNN News 18, says the judgment has lifted a heavy weight from her heart. She described the years-long legal battle as painful and said it required immense strength to continue the fight for justice. She thanked the Goa government and its legal team for standing by the entire case, is the pitch that is coming in from the victim's mother. Ananya continues to be with us on the broadcast. Ananya, one more startling thing that this entire case has thrown up is what many critics have said was the failure of the Vishakha guidelines, because it seemed that the entire mechanism within Tehelka was primed to protect Tarun Tejpal, even though these charges were coming in from an employee.
Well, absolutely. It completely goes on to highlight how, in fact, there has been utter failure of the Vishakha guidelines. But clearly, at this particular point of time, the judgment of the court is very, very clear that Tarun Tejpal has to go in jail for the next 10 years, and all the sentences would run concurrently. The court says that though both the parties must have moved on in life, and considering the kind of age that Tarun Tejpal is at, clearly Tarun Tejpal is somebody who would be sent to 10 years of rigorous imprisonment. That is the minimum sentence as far as section 376(2)(f) of the IPC is concerned. The Solicitor General of India, Tushar Mehta, who was representing the prosecution team, had urged for a maximum punishment, saying that Tarun Tejpal doesn't understand that a no means no, and the girl was of the age of his daughter, is what in fact the solicitor had actually said, while asking for a maximum punishment, which is in fact imprisonment for life in this particular case. But clearly the court felt, because of the social background of Tarun Tejpal and the kind of dependency that his daughters have on him, that a minimum punishment of 10 years is something that needs to be warranted. Whether or not the Goa government, when Tarun Tejpal approaches the topmost of the country, also seek for a higher punishment is something that would be very, very crucial to see. But at this particular point of time, the verdict of the court is clear that Tarun Tejpal is going to jail, and not 8 weeks, but 2 weeks is the time for him to surrender. Ayushman.
Right. And Yasha, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. Yasha, also clearly, if we look at the entire paradigm of this entire case, the Goa government was also hot on Tarun Tejpal's trail. Seemingly, there has been a relentless legal strategy to take on Tarun Tejpal, and clearly that has borne fruit in the Bombay High Court. So clearly, this is also a message to victims across the country that while justice may be delayed, it may not be denied all the time.
Absolutely. Ayushman, in fact, this was something that you were discussing earlier as well. What was important to note is that while the Sessions Court order came in, it was the Goa government and the Goa police which took on to themselves to ensure that this very order of the Sessions Court is challenged. And that's why we've seen that, almost 5 years later is where this order comes in. Of course, like you rightly said, in the justice system, it's usually said that, justice can be delayed but not really denied. And that is the case, with this very victim. Because clearly, we've seen that the family members also spoke about the same. Went there to mention that it was a long legal battle for them. They fought this very legal battle for years. But, despite, fighting this battle, did not really lose hope and kept their faith on the justice system. Today, when the order was being pronounced, it was clearly, it was quite evident, be it by the lawyer of the accused, or for that matter, even the public prosecutor, they were quite